Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about one of the coolest little things I have found in a long time. Just randomly stumbled across it searching around on Tackle Warehouse one night in the office. I like to get on there and just browse around, see what the best sellers are, see some of the new items, and I ran into these things at the perfect time because last year I was going to Mille Lacs Lake. Drop shotting is a big deal up there, and a wacky drop shot is an even bigger deal. So I didn't know how I could wacky drop shot without just hooking the bait, right? So I wanted something, you can't do it with the O-ring because the bait's gonna sit perpendicular, it's not gonna sit horizontal. So O-ring doesn't work when you're wackying on a drop shot. And I found this thing that was the answer to my prayers, really. This guy right here is really cool. You can see I am not hooked in the bait right there with this hook. It's actually hooked on one of these little guys. And this is a G-Crack Neko Hack is what it's called. And I've fallen in love with them, guys. These things are really, really cool. Not just for Neko rigging, but like you see here, for a wacky drop shot as well, which I feel like a lot of people, I feel like this doesn't get thrown that much, to be honest with you. I've been catching fish with it for years. It's such a great technique. But anyways, the fish, what I really liked about this is I can pull on it, the fish can pull on it, and they're not gonna pull it off the hook. That was what I really liked about it. That was the answer I was looking for. You can see I let go of it, it's right back in the same spot. So if you miss that fish, they're not gonna pull the bait off, and you can open the bail, drop it right back down, and have a chance at catching them again. So I'm gonna show you how I rig it on my favorite bait. This is my favorite bait for a Neko rig. But if you want a wacky drop shot or anytime you're Neko rigging any bait, I think these things are awesome. So you wanna take one out of the package, and not that many come in a package. That's how many I bought because that's how much I like this thing. So I stuffed them all in one package, and I'll show you. This is what it looks like. Where'd it go? Right here. That's what it looks like out of the package. So just a little sharp piece of plastic that you're gonna push through the bait. I'm gonna show you guys that right now too. And the thing about a Neko rig that I'll touch on real quick too is a lot of people I noticed they'll hook the bait right in the middle and then put the nail weight in the head, but I've never done that. The way I've always done it is most baits have like a little egg sac in the middle or towards the head, and I always try and go right in the middle of that egg sac. So I'm a little more than halfway up towards the head. But basically you're gonna take that little guy, you're just gonna push it through the worm. Okay, and it's got a couple little barbs on the back side of it that are gonna push in there and hold. That's what it's gonna look like when you get it through there. And then we're just gonna take our little cutters and cut right above the little hole that's made there to hook your hook through. It's really cool. I love the person that thought of this. I don't know who it was. And O-rings work, guys. I've been using O-rings for years. They work fine. They're not gonna work on the drop shot, of course, but they do work fine for Neko rigging. This is just really clean, really easy, and very, very quick. So that's what I like about it so much. But you can see right there, I can pull on this thing now. Fish pulls on it, misses it. I'm gonna drop it. It's gonna be in the same position when it falls right back down. So really cool little deal. G-Crack Neko Hack. Of course, you can't forget putting the nail weight in the head. So I use all tungsten nail weights. Honestly, guys, I use a 1/16, probably 80% of the time. I will bump it up to the 3/32, or sometimes on those deep Tennessee River ledges, if you're talking 20 feet, I'll go up to like an 1/8 ounce. But most of the time, this little dude right there, 1/16, and that style too, you can see the little barbs on that weight, those little keepers, and that really helps the weight stay in the head. So either when a fish comes up and jumps and they're shaking, your weight's not gonna throw out of it, or if you're skipping a lot of docks, your weight is gonna stay in the head really well. But we're just gonna push that down in there. That's it. I like to get it all the way in so it's not showing on the outside, just like that. Since we're talking about Neko rigging, I'm gonna share my setup with you guys that I use probably 90% of the time. This is a Neko rig rod. It's actually in the Pro Series lineup from Abu. So I helped design this rod for a Neko rig. It's got a soft tip, because in a Neko rig, it's all about the action that you create in the bait, right? So you got to shake that rod tip, you got to give it action. And so we wanted something with a little bit softer tip. So you can shake the bait, get a lot of action out of it with this rod. As far as line goes, guys, keep it simple. 8-pound braid, 10-pound braid is gonna be fine. 8 or 10-pound fluorocarbon is gonna be fine. You could bump it up to 12 if you're on a lake that's got a lot of big fish and cover, but 10-pound generally, or even 8 out in more open water is gonna be fine. And again, if you guys have listened to any of my videos, you know I love fast reels on spinning rods or spinning equipment. So I have a size 30, or actually it's a 3500, I think. They changed the sizes on us recently, but it's all the same. 30, 3500. The big thing is it's got a bigger spool and it picks up a lot more line per turn. So really simple setup there for a Neko rig. You do this, you go out there, you get you some of these little guys. I'm gonna buy some more before this next year. I love them so much. So I do think the medium is a great size. The small was a little bit too small unless you're drop shotting, whacking something really little, or Nekoing something really little. I think the medium is gonna be the best all around size. But get you some of those, get you some accent hit worms. You guys are gonna catch some fish on a Neko rig, and it's a fun way to catch fish. Probably number 2 favorite for me behind a drop shot. That's how much I like it. That's how many fish I've caught on it, and how well it's been for me in tournaments over the years. But anyways, guys, appreciate you watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take care, and make sure to watch some of our other videos here on YouTube. We'll see you next time.